That's what we need. We need some upbeat music. Yeah. Okay, this is the hot part of the day, yeah? Striking from the ground.
Okay, here we go. Oh, Ricardo coming, one more. Oh, turn that off. Yeah. Here we come. Okay, fantastic. Here we go. Bow. And we're going to get started on striking, some hand techniques and some kicks. Just to begin with, a little bit of loosening up. Roll the wrists, get the wrists moving. So before we start hitting things, better to warm the body up a little bit. Now rolling one over the other. Yeah. And backwards. And spin around the elbow. Keep the elbows tucked in as far as you can. Spin around. Now the other way. Keep the elbows tucked as close together as possible. Now one after the other. Keep it relaxed. And the other way around. And shoulders. Loosen up the shoulders. And back. In and out. And twist. Side to side. Come in, Marcus. We're just warming up. forwards and back. And circle your waist around. And the other way. And relax. Okay, so first technique we're going to learn today is a chop with the edge of the hand against the collarbone. So you've been conditioning the blade of your hand on the sandbags, striking like this. Kyle, can I just use you for a demonstration? Yeah, okay, that's fine. If I hit there, that's the collarbone, that's this bone here, yeah. And that breaks quite easily. Yeah. So if I hit him there and break that bone, it hurts. And especially hurts when he tries to move the arm. Yeah. So it discourages him from moving that arm or hitting with that arm. Okay, how do we do it? Just before you connect, flick the wrist, throw the blade of the hand out like that. And I want you to try it. One hand, then the other hand, one hand, then the other hand, one hand, then the other hand. And let's make sure we're in a reasonable walking stance. We want a stable stance because the movement starts from the soles of the feet, comes up through the body, there. And now I'd like you to find a partner and take a pair of focus mitts, the smaller pads. So, one member of each pair wearing a focus mitt on each hand. One on each hand. Yeah. Just make rows down the middle with somebody here with the pads and the partner facing them, ready to strike the pads. Okay. Hold the pads up here. Now, take a look at the angling of the pads. They're slightly tilted that way because you come slightly down when you hit your collarbone. And that way. Like you're hitting the bone here. Yeah. Do it suddenly and explosively. Like you're going to do it fast and you're going to mean it and you're going to break the bone. Okay, let's take a look. Sorry. Better as you go. We want these strikes to go in really hard. I want you to do them like you're trying to break the bone. Yeah? So hold on. Let me explain. That's a gradual strike. That's a more explosive strike, yeah? be relaxed and explode into it, yeah? Relax again. Go straight through as if you're hitting for a point 4 to 6 inches behind the pad, like you're hitting there. So I'm going to go through, yeah? I don't stop when I hit the pad. Go right through. Yeah? All right, let's take a look. That's much better. Just tilt those a little bit. Guys, relax for a moment. Now, I want to teach you a little bit about how to train, how to practice. We're not really trying to exercise stamina here. It's not a marathon. We're not trying to see how many hours we can hit for. What we're trying to do is get an explosive, powerful strike. Yeah. So, yeah, you hit the pad, relax, relax, relax. Every hit, you want it to be explosive and you want to do it like you mean it. I want you to then, okay, if I show you the opposite, it sinks in better, yeah. 951, 952, 953, yeah. That's, you're practicing to do it wrong. Never practice to do it wrong, yeah. Relax. Thanks. Your attitude, your mind, yeah. Hit like you mean it. Hit like you mean it. That was one of my dad's sayings. Punch like you mean it, yeah. If there's no emotion in it, yeah, it doesn't have the power, the energy. It doesn't have the qi, yeah, in the Chinese terms. You've got to mean it, yeah. You've got to want to do it, yeah. When you hit, you got to mean the hit. You've got to have that intention. Oh, yeah, you're going to go through and do it. And probably half of you are thinking, yeah, but I'm not like that. I'm quite a nice person, you know. I don't want to hurt people. Yeah. Unfortunately, if you don't want to hurt them, don't hit them. Yeah. And if you're going to hit them, you've got to hurt them. Yeah. Because if you hit them and you don't hurt them, they're going to hit you back and hurt you. Yeah. That's the truth. Yeah. So relax, strike explosively, and strike like you mean it, like you're really going to break something. Let's go. Yeah, let's do it. And relax, guys. Change who's holding the pads. to be more explosive, relax, and hit it faster. Okay guys, just for now, take your pair of focus mitts and put them on the side bench. You're going to use them again in a little while. I'll put them down for now. Okay. Now next thing, Carly will be my partner again. You're going to practice lining this up on your partner, but don't actually hit their collarbone. Yeah. And then the other side. And you try it there. That's it, yeah. Okay. Like that. While we're doing this, okay, you practice to hit hard, but you've got to practice targeting a person. Yeah. We're not going to have a line of people and you break each person's collarbone. That would be good practice, but it's a little bit unkind. So we're going to stop short. But you get the idea of you've got a real human target. You're targeting the collarbone. Yeah. Land accurately. Okay? All right, here we go. And you can be kind of taking it in turns, keep taking it in turns. Let's have a look. With a little bit of, I mean it, attitude. Yeah. I would suggest not striking across, strike to the same side. Well, let's have a look. You're going for his neck, which is fair enough, but today we're doing collarbone. Okay. Collarbone here. Yeah. I reckon instead of striking across, just strike there. Or there, yeah, same side. That's it. Same thing, yeah. Clavicle is the medical term. I think it comes from Latin, and it sounds quite clever and a little bit more high class than a collarbone. Yeah, yeah. And make sure you both have a little go. Okay, and relax. So, gather around for a moment. Gather around for a moment. A little bit more advice. One of the questions we get asked, yeah, okay, so maybe you're a lady and not very big, and what do you do if you got to take on a big guy? Yeah. I know that's what you think about. Yeah. Well, it's pretty hard. It's pretty difficult. Yeah. In fact, you're up against it. But you have to use whatever advantage you can gain. Yeah. One of the best advantages is to hit somebody by surprise. Yeah. When they're not expecting it in a place they're not expecting it, don't hang around. Don't wait for them to beat you up and then hit them. Yeah. If you're in a nasty situation, you just got to go and go fast and hurt the person before they can react. That's one of your best chances. Hitting the collarbone, it's not the nastiest place to hit somebody, but it does. It does hurt. It doesn't leave any, you don't get any bleeding. You don't get obvious marks. I suppose if you're in a kind of isolated situation, it doesn't matter that much. But if you want to hit someone and it's not obvious that you've caused any damage, that's a good place to hit. Yeah. But you got to go fast and you got to go by surprise. Yeah. Otherwise, you're not going to get them. Yeah. Any questions at the moment? Okay. So we will move on and we're going to throw a punch, go for a basic punch. And today we're going to do this one. Yeah. Punching in to the solar plexus or the diaphragm. We'll talk about the theory of it later, but for now, let's have a little kind of semicircle, make a kind of round shape, that's it. Punching up this way. Give it a little try. And relax. So, firstly, the punch is coming slightly up. Coming slightly up. Secondly, the movement starts from your feet. There's a turn of the ankle. Yeah, the whole leg is moving. And a lot of movement from the waist. A lot of movement from the waist. You're using the whole body. Use the whole body to punch with. Yeah? If you take your body as a whole, there's a lot of muscle. Even if you're not the biggest person in the class, in your whole body, you've got a lot of muscle and a lot of power. But you've got to get it working together. Okay. So the kind of mechanics of the punch. Push up from the foot. Push up from the foot. Drive through the punch. We're going for the diaphragm or the floating ribs or maybe the liver. And the rib cage comes down like this. Now if you hit kind of the base of the rib cage, number one, you're probably going to send the diaphragm into contraction. And the diaphragm is a layer of muscle and fascia separating your chest cavity from your abdominal cavity. It's there. And when you hit it, the muscle goes into contraction. And when that muscle goes into contraction, you go, you suck a whole load of air into the lungs. And then you go to breathe out and you can't, because it's locked up tight. But you breathe in again. And that's when you drop. Yeah. Or you just, because you can't breathe. You've got a chest full of air, but you can't breathe it out. You can't breathe any more in. And you will see this boxing matches, whatever, other sports, martial art. You get hit in the solar plexus or around the diaphragm, and fights are stopped on that. It's not some kind of theoretical, maybe it could possibly, it happens all the time. How many people have been hit in the solar plexus or around the base of the rib cage? One, yeah.
With a ball.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's the same effect. You can't breathe, yeah? And you're kind of finished for that fight. It's very effective, yeah? You get hit in the liver, it's not going to affect your breathing, but it just takes your energy away. So your strength's gone, your energy's gone. Yeah, and then you've got to try to fight on, even though you've been hit there. So the diaphragm is best because it will stop a fight there and then. And ideally, we're coming slightly up under the floating ribs. That kind of trick.
Try again. This
there,
here,
and then lock it in. Make it feel quite natural. The one that, that as flat as possible. Hit with the whole thing, yeah. And not straightening the arm that way. There, kind of like going through. Not even up, just through the target. Straight through it, yeah. Yeah.
like a fist in my wrist though.
Sorry?
I don't think I'm holding my fist right.
Which bit is hurt?
Right here. Like when I bent it.
The problem,
Sometimes I don't make a fist right. And
yeah. I think the problem's not that you're not making a fist right, it's that you need to train the strength of the wrist. Because you're getting a lot of power into your punch and then the wrist is giving way.
Okay.
So hold the wrist firmer and maybe practice some press ups on your fists. Okay. Gradually strengthen the wrist up. Hit some bags. Gradually toughen the wrist. Now, not gradually. Explode, explode into it. Okay, change who's holding the pads.
I think my last one's
Turn it around this way. Yeah. I wanted to show you. So if I hit there, that's kind of coming underneath your rib cage.
Yeah.
If I hit there, then I'll have to do it like that.
Yeah.
But you got to take into account the shape of somebody's rib cage and then try to get your knuckles under it.
Is it better to go across or like straight over?
Take whatever opportunity you can get.
Yeah.
Be probably more like that. I think you are making it too much of an uppercut. Let's drop it down a little bit because we're going at the moment for a body punch. There. Not
that.
too much of an upward angle. Okay. There. If you're going in at about that angle. change now. Oh, sorry, you've changed already. I'm talking rubbish. Carry on. Have you changed who's hitting the pads? Yeah, carry on for a minute. Okay guys, that's good for now. Put your pads down again. Okay, so Todd, you can be my partner for a moment. I want you to throw a straight punch towards me. Again, under and strike the diaphragm. That's the punch that you've just been doing. The interception, he punches and I'm just guiding his punch past me. It's a very common defense. You can call it an inner block or an inner parry. You're just moving in. You see this done a lot in boxing. They just do that. Yeah. That has created an opening because when his arm's extended, there's a space here. And I'm coming in to strike his diaphragm. I want to keep contact there, keep control over the arm. Even if he brings his arm back, I'm going to keep contact here. But ideally, you get in there very fast. One more punch. That one. Yeah. Try to get the diaphragm, drop him down. Okay, let's try it.
You're doing a shuffle step in?
Yes, yeah. Now you don't need to hold on to his arm, you just need to move the arm out the way. Now you've created a little gap in there, and you're going to go in with a punch.
Okay.
And relax, guys. Relax for now. And listen for a moment. Okay, Ricardo, can you throw your punch, please? Now, when I punch, I've got to try to use the legs, the waist, the body. And also, if he's got his range right, you know, okay, that's about his range. I can't hit him from there, can I? So, what I'm going to do is shuffle in. I'm going to move in. And I want to use that forward movement, again, as part of the punch. So my body's been moving forward. Combine that with this movement from legs, waist, hips. And that's where the power's coming from. If we do, go on. It's not the same, is it? You can't really imagine that that's going to drop him. One more. That's more what we got to try to do. Body movement, shuffle in body movement. Yeah, lots of body movement. Let's try again. Thanks, Ricardo. Lots and lots of body movements. Not yet, not yet. And change over now. Kung Fu with the blocking hand.
Yeah.
So when you punch, I want to be, feeling what he's doing there. So I got some control over that arm and I know what it's up to. Yeah. Okay guys, so we're going to kind of extend that. Ricardo, can you throw your punch please? Punch and then elbow over the top. Once you can't just do one technique and stop, because most people don't go down on the first hit. It's great if he does, but he might not. So you've got to follow up. Sorry, once more. Now, if we were doing boxing, we'd do one and then maybe come over the top there. But we're not. We want to stay in touch contact because we've got control. You can feel what the person's doing. We know where he is. There we go. But I've got to keep moving. I've got to keep the waist, the legs moving. So that's what I'm going to do. Come over the top. Elbows, forearms hit very hard. You get a lot of leverage into these, provided your power's coming from the legs and waist. And we're using the flat bit here, trying to get it into the mouth, one of those. Yeah. Over there. So give that a try with your partner. Give it a try. Okay, that's good. One more. Sorry, one more. One. Okay, now for the elbow, you're out of range. So you're going to have to shuffle in closer. Yeah? So let's do it slowly. Block, punch. The punch is in range. Yeah. Now,
The
okay.
second shuffle.
Yeah. Okay. Bring his hand down a little bit. Shuffle in slightly more. That's it. And then elbow. And you're going to have to come up slightly with the elbow. For his mouth. Yes. That's it. This coming in there. Boom. Like that. That part. Not the point of the elbow this time. It's the forearm there. Yeah. And change over, let the other partner have a go. So, one thing to bear in mind, if someone's a lot taller than you, then it's going to be difficult to get an elbow to work on them. Yeah. Marcus is the tallest. Can you throw a punch, Marcus? It's quite hard to get that elbow in. Yeah. I'm struggling. Doesn't mean that an elbow is a bad technique, but it means you got to acknowledge who you're up against. If you're up against someone tall, you're probably going to concentrate on low targets, not try to reach up with an elbow. Yeah. You could still come up with, for example, a palm strike. You do that one again, replay that, yeah. Yeah, then I can reach up. So you have to adapt according to who you're up against. Okay, so I'd like you to collect the focus mitts again. And we're going to practice these elbow strikes. I want to teach you a little bit. I'm going to use Todd as my partner. I'm going to teach you a little bit about elbow strikes. We can have an elbow strike that comes across. That's how we usually practice it in the routines. Yeah. An elbow strike that comes across like that. And you see these a lot in competition fights. And they're trying to come in over somebody's guard and elbow that way to get the eyebrow to cause bleeding. And when you get bleeding into the eye, then the doctor or the referee will stop the fight if the fighter can't see. Yeah. But if you're having a real fight, there isn't a referee and there isn't a doctor at ringside. Yeah. What I want you to practice today, instead of an elbow that's coming across from the side, is an elbow that's coming straight forwards, yeah? Straight in from the front. That one is different to that. That knocks in that way. That is coming straight, direct in and knocking back. And if I'm being unkind, then when I send that straight in, I'm going to try and break all his teeth. Yeah. I basically want to knock his teeth out. So we can do it here and then here. Okay. Let's give it a try. Try to keep your heels down. You can spring up through the legs and the body, but keep the heels on the floor.
Okay.
A bit more this way. With this, you see you've got a really bony, hard part of the arm there. That bone is what we're hitting with. Yeah. You want to get that bone right into somebody's teeth. Or the nose here, just smash it. So you get the bone of the nose, that's just going to completely shatter. Yeah.
Okay.
You get there into the teeth. Change over now and let the other partner have a go. drive it right through. Drive right through the pad. Don't stop. Extend a bit further. It's probably better to do it off the front foot.
Yeah.
But you can't always choose. You have to wait till an opportunity comes up. So you should be able to throw it off either foot. Yeah, just in case. And relax. And relax. Okay. So put the pads back in the basket now. And now that you've practiced that elbow more, we're going to have one more go at the combination. So Carl, can you throw a straight punch towards me? Punch, elbow, punch, elbow. Okay? Yeah, give it a try. Change who's trying a technique. And relax. Okay, well done guys. Just salute to your partner and we'll make 2 rows of 5 again. 2 rows. So we'll practice a roundhouse kick. It's a useful kick. It's got its limitations, but it's a useful kick. And we're going to start off kicking like this, slightly downwards as if you're going for the dead leg point in the middle of the thigh. Yeah. Stand still for a moment. There. Yeah. But I definitely don't want to kick up. Yeah. If you stand in a stance, stand in your fighting stance. Yeah. Down. You want gravity aiding the kick down into the dead leg point. Thanks. So we're going to do this stepping forwards, kick and down, kick and down, bend the knee, kick and down, bend the knee, kick and down, bend the knee, kick and down. Okay? I'll give you a count and you kick. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn around and relax now. You want a fluid, relaxed, balanced movement. Kick and down, kick and down, kick and down, balanced. And you've got to get your joints moving. Yeah. Everything moves. We don't want a stiff movement. Everything flowing, everything moving. That's how you get energy down to the point of impact. Let's try it again. Ready? 1, 2. Visualize you're going for that dead leg point. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. I'll just tell you a quick story about this kick. Steve, who was my student in England, who took over the martial arts centre in England when I came to Thailand. He's still doing it. The first time we put him in for a full contact competition, he was about 15 or 16. His first competition with hard contact, he did this kick to a guy that was a bit older than him, and he fractured the femur, fractured the thigh bone. Yeah? That's one of the thickest bones in the body. Out of the limb bones, it's the thickest one. There's one bone goes up your thigh, and those bones are carrying all your weight. They're thick bones, yeah, and he broke one of those, yeah, with that kick that I just shown you, yeah. So you do it properly, you break someone's leg with it. Yeah. You don't have to break the leg. All you need to do is get that dead leg point, and there the leg goes. Yeah. So it's very powerful, but you've got to have the flow of energy down into the kick. So practice just a little bit more with the flow. Ready? On the count. 1, 2, and stop. So the hip for kicking leg, you're kind of pulling it forward. Yeah? It's pulling forward, pulling the leg behind it. It pulls the leg into the kick, and then the leg flicks out. Yeah. So you start with this kind of movement of the hip, throw the leg in. Kick, kick. In your own time, try it in your own time a little bit, at your own speed. Turn around. Turn around again. Just a few more. And now back with your partner. Take one of the bigger kick shields over there. So, holding the kick shields. Selena, can you demonstrate how to hold the kick shield? Yeah. So I recommend you brace your forearm against the back of the kick shield and pull it into this side, the side of the top arm. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more to the side of your ribs. Yeah. There. Brace it in like that. Joe, can I just check how you're holding? That's okay, yeah. Hold the pad like that against your side. A little bit less against, sorry, the other side. When the impact hits it, you don't want it to drive into your solar plexus. You want it more coming into your side ribs. Yeah. Okay. Forearm again. Ah, that's it, that's it. That's more of a barrier. That's going to protect you. I'm going to kick the pad now, so get ready. One practice. There. Just trying to kind of flow into the kick. That's better, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's give it a kick. Okay, sorry. One more instruction. Yeah. This kick is coming in from the side. It's an indirect kick. The one we were practicing, it comes in against the side of the leg. So you have to be sideways on to the pad. You should be looking at the side of the pad so that when you kick, it comes in like that. Yeah. Looking at the side of the pad. Let's try it. Yeah, so you've got to let him get side on to that pad. Yep. Oh. The one he wasn't expecting is always the one that knocks you out, yeah? So make sure he's looking at the side of the pad. Yeah. Just bend the knee more, lift it up and bend it. No, I want to see it up there, like that. Ah, yeah. And then straight across, not coming upwards. Slowly. Slowly again, very slowly. Knee higher, and then come across with the knee kept high and the hip rolled over. Yeah. Stick this foot out. There. Yeah. Come on. You're kind of coming across like that with the inside of the knee. Turn over that way. So you're really coming with this part, not that part, yeah? Bend and then let it go. Knee up, roll it over a bit. Yeah, yes. Yeah. And pause for a moment. So we want to get, try to get a good range on the kick. Can you hold the pad for a minute? Yeah, okay. So if I'm here, I'm not going to get power into a roundhouse kick because I'm too close. Now the kick should be more this kind of range. And I should be extending out, reaching forward into the kick. Yeah? Reaching out into it. Most people, they're not going to want to stand there while you kick them anyway, so you're going to generally have to reach out. Yeah. There. Suppose I'm up there. What do? Well, either I don't kick him at all, or I just use a knee. Yeah? If you're too close to kick, then you don't kick. Maybe you knee. Maybe you just go in and use an elbow. Yeah? Kicking should be done from kicking range. Okay, thanks. A little bit more.
We're not switching yet, right?
We're not switching partners, but you can switch legs if you haven't done already. Try the other leg. bend your foot back out of the way. Really, it's the shin bones that we want to make contact with there. With that bit, yep. Definitely. Well, this is quite easy to break, yeah. Usually you deliver with the shin bone here. Yeah, let's try that. Now we got more power, yeah. Feel the difference? Now, bend the knee, bend it. Then you've got more extension, kind of lash it out. And relax a moment. So, with the pads, it's difficult to hold them at the height to practice kicking the thigh. And if you're here, that's more like you're kicking the diaphragm. So it talks about punching the diaphragm. It's very effective. You kick the diaphragm or kick the liver. The thing you've got to watch out for with the roundhouse kick, if somebody's holding their hands this way, then they'll use the elbows to protect against the kick. Yeah. And if you kick someone's elbow, you're gonna get hurt more than they are. Selena, can you just do a boxing type guard there? Yeah. If I come in here and she jams me with the elbow, that can really hurt. Yeah. It's even worse if you're kicking with your instep. I don't recommend that you kick with that. I recommend you kick with the lower part of the shin. If you do make contact with your instep against someone else's elbow, yeah, that's going to break your foot. And it's not even their power. It's your power. You know, if you would come in with those bones that are not that thick against an elbow, which is hard, you're going to break your own foot. A shin it's very unlikely it's going to break on an elbow, but you get a big bruise on your shin and it really hurts. So you have to be careful about elbows. Yeah, there's opportunities to put the kick in. Yeah. You go into your fighting position. If you throw a punch, you can get the kick in under the punch. Yeah. The kick's going under punches, but just warning you, be very careful of those elbows, because it hurts if you kick them. Okay, have you all had a go at this? Did you change over? No, change over now. Let the other partner have a go. If you've changed already, you can swap over again. lift your knee a little higher. You want it coming across flatter at the moment, not upwards. Yeah. Relax for a moment, guys. I want you to come over here for a minute. You stay there. Yeah. I want you to just watch Selena. You fry that kick like you just did. Yeah. Yeah. Go on, do it again. That's it, like that. That's a good kick, yeah? There. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah, well done. That's what we want, yeah? That's how I want you to kick. Just like that. Okay? Carry on, kick like that. All right. A little bit too close. Yeah. Try. It's not bad. Yeah, and again. A bit further, you know, that much further back. That much, just that, yeah. Now. You want to close in, but you waste a little bit of range. You've got to adjust your range to be a little bit further away. Yeah. Yeah. Now, again with a bit more energy. That's it. That's the range. That's the range. Okay, guys. So, pads back for now. Pads back for now. Yeah. We're gonna take our break. So we'll make 2 rows. Okay, bow. Well done, guys. So we'll have the 2 break, and I'll take questions. We'll go over some questions and some advice while we're having a little tea break. Okay, so see you at the tea table. Selena, could you get the tea from the kitchen? Yeah. Okay, so we've been working on our striking techniques, and you can't make a world-class fighter in one lesson, but you can take people up. What we're trying to do every lesson takes somebody up a gear, you know. Step up, step up, step up. And it's not so long, you can get them pretty good. I'm Ian Armstrong, and we're broadcasting from the Kung Fu retreat in the very northwest of Thailand. If you're interested, take a look at our website, kungfuretreat.com, and maybe drop us a message. Thanks. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, now's your chance. Or anything you want to talk about, anything to do with what we were practicing today. Grateful for a rest. Every time you hit a pad, you know how hard you hit it. You know how well you hit it. And you've got to be honest with yourself. Was that a good hit or was it a bad hit? You don't do a great one every time. But when it goes really well, it's like, okay, what was it that made that one really good? Yeah, what did I do? It was really good. I've got to remember that. If you do it really badly, acknowledge it and decide why you did it badly. Yeah, what did I do wrong? And make sure you don't do that again. Yeah. Every time you've got to be striving to be better than you were the last time. Yeah. Then you maintain an upward gradient. You get better, better, better. Yeah, that's the way.
With the non-dominant leg, is it just a matter of reps getting in for that to kind of build up strength?
That's a very good question. Okay. So my advice, impatient people won't take this advice, but try to get good technique first. Try to work on your technique and get a good technique, but you want to keep it a relaxed, fluid, but good technique. If you take a typical beginner, they desperately want to hit hard. They don't know how to do it, so they want to put more effort in and try to apply more strength to hit as hard as possible. So they pay no attention to technique. They just try to put as much energy in as they can. And they start to ingrain it into themselves to do a really bad technique, and that's stupid. Now, I've been guilty of doing that, but it is a stupid thing to do. Most people are like that when they start. I don't want to learn technique, I just want to hit it as hard as I can, yeah. With bad technique, which is the thing you should not be practicing, yeah. If you're smart, you work on the technique, you get movement from every joint, yeah. You hit it at the right angle, you know, you bend the joint, then you extend it, you do all the things that you should be doing to make a good technique. And then you work on flow, yeah. You practice the technique, you practice it relaxed, and then you get it to flow smoothly. Now you've got a really good technique and it flows out. Okay, that's great. When you can do that, it's very easy to speed it up. If you can do it fluidly, you've got a fluid technique, you can speed it up. And when you got the speed, you're almost there, because if you've got a good technique and you hit really fast, a sudden explosive impact, then it has power. So you never go for a stage of pushing it out. It's relaxed and, you know, explode it out. Then, okay, realistically, you do strength training. You know, you do strength training in the midday sessions, and you're training on the pads, the bags. It's building the strength that you need. But we never want to use kind of blunt, pushy force. It should always be an explosive, sudden impact. That's what we're going for. Because you're not really familiar with watching kung fu people, you know, most people are familiar with watching boxers. If you watch a really good boxer, their punches are very fast and they explode out. They explode out, and it's the one that just comes out of nowhere, that just explodes out of nowhere, that does the most damage. It's interesting. Very often, you know, you get a boxing match and there's a flurry of punches, and one of the guys goes down, and you're trying to work out which punch dropped him. And you watch the replay a couple of times, and the punch that makes the difference, it looks almost like he's making no effort. It almost doesn't hit him. But it's that punch that just flows out of nowhere. There's no tightness, there's no effort, it just comes out. Bam, you know, and it drops somebody. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Not every time, but if you watch, I'm teaching you Kung Fu, I'm talking a lot about flow. It's just a fact. It's just a fact that flow it makes a massive difference. That's not restricted to Kung Fu. It's not something that only works when you're doing Kung Fu. Take a look at some of the early, fairly early Mike Tyson fights, and the way that the guy moves. You know, every punch comes up from his feet. Yeah, the waist movement. There's fantastic waist movement. His body movement is brilliant. You know, and he'll come down. He'll dig into the body and then hook up to the head. And the body movement is perfect. And most of the guys he fought when he was on his way out, I mean, they just were completely outclassed. Took him to the cleaners. But their body movement is perfect. You know, he has such perfect body movement. And yeah, it goes for most of the classic all-time boxers. But you know, they practice, they get the flow. maybe they don't at first. Maybe, you know, when you're first doing boxing, they're quite rigid. But the guys that are outstanding, they're fluid. They get it. And we do have time. Oh, we haven't got much left. Let's think. So, I'm going to hand you over to Priska now. She's going to do the stretch. And I'm going to try and get my act together, ready to leave very early tomorrow morning. I kind of, sorry to leave you, but I do have a family with a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old, and I have to spend some time with them. And school holidays only come up twice a year, so. But I'll be back, not this coming Sunday, the one after. So sadly, I got to say goodbye now to Kyle and Marcus and Ricardo and Mandy. Oh, I'll be there at dinner, so it's not completely.
Okay.
But in case everybody's concentrating on their dinner, which is fairly normal, then yeah, thanks a lot for coming, guys, and the rest of you. Yeah, you're welcome.
Definitely come back.
Yeah, you've all got to come back. And it is worth thinking about doing the online training while you're away. If you message Emily, she'll sort that out for you. Yeah, quite exciting is coming together. It will actually be live on the 1st of June, but you can kind of pre-buy it at a discount, which makes sense. Much better than paying the full price. Okay. Right. Let's finish up and get training again.
You're leaving too for a couple of weeks? Oh, okay. I did not know that. Everybody, something new every day. So I did not know you were leaving so soon. And then coming back.
I gotta figure out what I want you to bring me back from Mexico now. So now I gotta think about what I want you to bring me back from Mexico. Some conchas.
Hat. I want to keep looking at the hat. I think that's a syringe. Sombrero. Thank you.
Is there any more tea?
No. I think we finished the egg. We've got like
Stretch time.
stretch burns.
You feeling flexible? Yes.
There you go, Priska.
Oopla.
Hoopla.
French expression, isn't it?
Sounds French, but it could be gibberish.
Okay, let's go.
We're coming.
More energy, more footwork, more energy. More footwork, more energy.
Yep.
Energy, more abdo, more footwork. I'm not sure they say more abdo at all. Not either. Take a towel, like Joe. Yeah, you need one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the week you're back will be my last week.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, that's be fine. Just
Un, deux, un, deux, un, deux, un, deux, un, deux. Techniquement.
this one with a partner.
Typiquement, on est deux. Donc, c'était quoi la leçon? C'était quoi la leçon?
Very, very easily.
Elbow.
Do your sip jig. Make sure you do 5
Me.
to 10.
Oh.
And then it's just, make sure you do guiding moves. There's freehand techniques, stance techniques, jigs.
Yeah.
All of the
then same
instructors can do
rib cage,
those
elbow.
very competently.
On the pad
So, yeah.
and on the person.
Take the time to prepare.
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Welcome everyone. I'm gonna teach you now. I'm Priska and I'm gonna do the stretch, partner stretch today, so really intense. Everyone is completely exhausted from the class, completely sweating. So we're gonna train some more. After the speed, after the technique, we're gonna be flexible. Awesome. And it's the last lesson of the day. So we're gonna go really hard on it. Feet together. Oh, did I miss something? So stay like that. Massian is coming. I think for us. That's mine. Did
Apple has just reminded me that I haven't given Ricardo his instructor certificate.
okay.
So, can you hold that for a moment? I will sort this out now. Ricardo, would you like to come and collect your instructor certificate? We can't let you go home without it. Yeah, well done. Okay. Ricardo, if you need a plastic folder to put that in, there's one on Apple's desk. A kind of plastic wallet to keep it safe, or however you want to carry it. Best to keep it looking good, yeah? All right. Sorry to interrupt.
I would just steal the mic from
Yeah.
And thank you. And good job, Ricardo. I hope you're gonna come back. Just put that on the side. Put that on the side. You're leaving.
The protective folder.
I'm sure he's gonna leave. Okay, and bow. And wrist. Because you're really warm, it's gonna be really quick. Elbow. At home, if you join us for the stretch, really warm up, really good. The other way around. Shoulders. Big motion. And the opposite side. Okay, neck. Turn around. Opposite direction. Make some yes. Up and down. Some no. Side to side. And now for the spine. Side to side. Really let your arms go. And over your head. Okay, now for your hips, really turn them around. I know that you've done some kicks, so they might be warm. And the other way around. And on one leg, knees, forward, backward, and circle, one way, and the opposite way, and ankle, opposite direction, other leg, circles, opposite direction, and ankle. Try to keep your balance, it's part of the training. Or the opposite direction. Okay, so now you're really warm, at least your joint. And just jump. In the front. Yeah. Mandy, you can do it. Otherwise, we're gonna do 100 of them. Yes. And side to side. Twist, twist, twist the spine. You. Okay, squat. Low squat.
You'll lose that.
And do some 8 rotation. Opposite direction. Okay, come on that line here. You know what's coming?
Yay.
It's too hot. I heard. Okay, duck position. Quack, quack. I'm eating duck for dinner. I'm eating all of you right now. You can do some noise also. Quack, quack. Stay down. Turn around. Come in a bear position, so keep your knees really down and walk forwards. And stay down. you just straight your legs. Try to keep your hands down. And try to bring your hands as close as you can from your feet. And now you walk backwards. Leg as straight as you can. Move from the hips. Stay down. Huh? It's elephant backwards. Makes sense, no? We're gonna do the most difficult, I know. Oh, we could do the grasshopper.
I'm not sure if this one works.
I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, we're gonna do the lizard. So we come down. Look first, okay? We have one hand far, one leg far, one leg really close, and one hand really close. Like the shoulder, the elbow is touching my knee, then opposite, then opposite, then opposite. When you're down, turn around and plank.
And plank? I can turn around and plank.
Plank. Come in a dog position.
Again.
Again.
Plank.
We don't do. Here, I do the frog. Come down. One knee down, the other knee down. Frog. Come down. One knee down, the other knee down. Frog. One knee down, the other knee down. Stay down. Stay down.
No, I don't want to.
Some people stay down with 4 legs on the floor. Okay, do you know what's the difference between a frog and a kangaroo?
I don't even know what the kangaroo is.
What's a kangaroo? A kangaroo don't touch the floor when he jumps. So now you don't touch the floor with your hands, you just jump. Now! Stay down. Stretch your legs.
Oh my God.
And keep your head down.
Oh my God. You rover with the
Bend one leg after the other. Stay on the spot, but just straight one leg after the other. Okay, and roll your way up, bend your knees, and until the end, roll your shoulders back. Okay, find a partner. And Selena, can I borrow you? Come in the middle, take the space. First, you're gonna come in a squat, hands in the front, like that. Depending on the person in the front, you're gonna adjust the height, okay? If I'm not flexible, I'm gonna tell you, just put your hands down, and I will need to go around. and I do 4 one direction, 4 the other direction, and change leg. 4 one direction, 4 the other direction. You know what to do? Take a sip of water, find a partner, and start. Otherwise, we're going to stay in a squat position for hours. Four, and 4 the other way around, and then other leg 4, one side, 4 the other. With your hips square. Yes, yes, it's okay if he wants to go as down. Yeah. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you go the other direction. So the opposite direction. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change leg. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Use that leg. Use those muscles. Try to keep that leg straight. Oh. And change whenever your partner is finished.
Almost there. 4 each direction, right? 8.
Yeah, 8 total.
What is one way or an 8? Lower? Like this? 1.
Yeah. Nice. If you're done, you can start on the side. Hips facing there and sideways. Okay? 4 and 4, yeah. Yes.
And it has to be straight.
That's the ideal, always. But if you bend it, at least you're working the muscle, so it's still there, okay? You can do it. Okay, now you can do it on the side. And sideways then. So you stay on the side and you just move from the side. I don't want to see that, okay? Stay sideways. Yes. Keep that leg straight, Ricardo. Yeah, better. That's a good amount. Because your muscles are not used to.
No, it's not.
Is it? Hold me. You can do it.
With her help. Technically, I'm not really holding her, just for balance. Yeah. Sure. Good. I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you have to start over.
One. And 1. And 1. 1. Uno. And I think it's been 100. Okay, when you're down, sorry, butterfly position. So finish it, but the others, finish it with Selena. Without first. And fall forwards. Try to hip it up. So bounce, if you need water, take water. Join us when you're ready. Only when you're done, you join us. We're sitting. Okay, stand.
I used to be your biggest fan.
Okay, when you're ready, butterfly position, move around. With your torso. Forwards, backwards. Play with it like a baby. The other way around. Nice. Now we're gonna do the version on your back. So you just go on your back. You have your feet together and you try to grab them and pull them towards you as much as you can. So if you hear, you hear. If you hear, you hear. If you hear, you hear. And try to keep that butt down on the floor. And your back really leaning on the floor. Now we're gonna do exactly what Angela is talking about. We're gonna do, what is it? The happy baby? So you just open your legs and push to the side. So that's exactly the squat you were doing, but now we use the gravity to make your legs falling down. Try to be focused. Every time you exhale, you try to go deeper in it. I'm glad you enjoy it. A little bit more. Big inhale through your nose. Big exhale through your mouth and think deeper. Relax. Close. Now we're gonna stretch your glute. So you're gonna bring one ankle on one knee and pull that leg towards you. You might know that stretch. Yes. Yes. And you should feel it in your glute. Same. Every time you exhale, try to pull more towards you. Work with your breath. Really be conscious. Of it. And change leg. You can do it, Ricardo. I inhale through my nose and I exhale through my mouth and go deeper. Stay relaxed. Flexibility doesn't come from nowhere. Usually you need to be aware of it. You need to want it. You need to think about it. And do it. Big inhale, and when you exhale, pull more, pull towards you. And finish. Sit again in a butterfly position. And here, if you need a pad, obviously, behind on your butt, go for it. Here, just push forward, so I really want that motion in your hips. Okay, it's not just my chest going forward. I try to push my hips forwards. Like my belly button wants to go and being pulled in the front. You can play with it, try to bounce a little bit, really add some motion to it, especially if you feel stuck. And if you can, only if you can fall forward. But I want you to keep your back straight. Yeah. Okay. Find your partner again, and you're gonna push on his back. Okay? So choose the one that is starting. You need to go. So you push on his back either with your hands, either back to back. All of you have done it last week. Yes, in a butterfly position. You can stay here. Yeah, yeah. Try it because it's slippery, so you might just fall forwards. So just try.
Keep your back straight.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Back straight and down.
So Marcus, can you push on the lower back? Yes.
Just here. It's okay. Or is it okay? Yeah. Yeah, slowly. Yeah, slowly.
Slowly.
Breathe it in.
Say so holy.
It's like, okay.
Hold it slowly.
Okay.
Next stretch, we're gonna switch. Yeah.
Take another deep breath.
Tiny.
So relax, take a really deep breath, and when you exhale, think deeper, more relaxed. Think that you're touching the floor. 10 more seconds.
No.
Last deep breath in. Last deep breath out. And relax. So it's really important when you work with your partner to follow their breath, okay? Tuba, can you go with Angela? Angela, can you switch? You stay with Tuba, and Todd, you go with Marcus?
Marcus, you're going top.
Does it work?
Yeah, I'll go to you.
Yeah. To stay women together? So if you don't want to do it, you can do this one to open the hips. Yeah. Yeah, exact. Nice. Good. Big inhale. Big exhale. Go deeper. Okay, other leg. Big inhale. And last big exhale. As deep as you can, it's the last one. And relax. Come back to your position. 90-degree angle. Solo. First, always first. And we're gonna move into it. So you're gonna go down, hands in your back, in the back of the head, come up. Go down, come up. Go down. If you need to take the pad again, Joe, might be a good idea. For you too, Tobias, I think, yeah. When you're down, do 2 micro lifts and then come up. Down, 1, 2, come up. 1, 2, come up. 1, 2, come up. Okay, now we're gonna go down to your left, to your right, to the middle. Little lift, little movement, bounce, and to your left, and bounce, to the right, and bounce. And now feel free to move around. I want you to stay as down as you can, but move around. Like your body is feeling, listen to it. And now stay in the middle. I'm looking at you. Are you ready to do it with a partner? Yeah? Okay, so choose the one that is moving and go for it.
Are we on their back again?
On the back again. Same. So back to back, or with your hands. Go for it. Communicate with your partner. Listen to each other. Last big inhale. Last big exhale. Think deep, think relax, feel I'm eating the floor. And you can relax and change. Back.
Yes. Okay. Okay, good. And you can be a little bit higher. Higher? Yeah. Yes, please. Yes.
Same. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Every time you exhale, you go deeper in it. Last big inhale. Last big exhale. As down as you can, it's the last one. And relax.
Oh, like Prisca there for a second.
Wow.
Like a pretzel.
You can go down.
Pretzel.
Okay, go back at your place alone. Did we switch? We switched. And fall in a frog position. Oh, oh no.
Not again. Oh, because that we might have a better.
I mean, we did another frog earlier. Now, this one is not jumping anymore. But we're gonna twerk. So now you show your best skills of twerking, please. And I want some motion in your hips. Up and down, side to side. Everything you have, I want to see it. Up and down, forwards, backwards, side to side, a cow, a cat, a cat, a cow, a camel, a cow, as you want. Side to side. You can do some circles. Circles the other way. Can you really do a circle? I'm not sure. Yeah. Do that at home. It's a really good exercise. I really wish you were here See that energy? All those skills there? Damn it. Love it. Okay, more movement. More energy, more movement, more energy. To the side, up, up. More footwork, no, more hips work, sorry. That was hell. Okay, are you flexible now? And release. Okay. Come up and find a space to the wall. Alone first. A last one alone. Same as the frog, same as the baby crying. But we need to repeat in order to increase the flexibility. And you know this one, just legs on the side, forwards, as low as you can, bounce down, come up. Forwards from your hips, bounce down as low as you can, come up. From your hips.
Should your legs be? Like,
As you feel comfortable. Can be really wild, but I mean, you can fall. I don't need it anymore. So the goal is to really move from your hips forwards. Because next stage is gonna be you back to the wall and someone pushing on your legs. Yeah. Little bit more. One more. Bounce down. And come up. I would say come to the shadow as much as you can. And find your partner again. One of you is staying back to the wall. And we're doing the same exercise as last week. Yeah, the other one is in the front, pushing on your legs.
Oh, that one.
As much as you can.
I remember this.
Just like this, huh? No problem.
You have a big butt? You can change spot if you have a big butt. Let's go. You.
flat is probably better, yeah?
Try both. We're gonna do 2 rounds. Try this one first.
Okay.
Because I think you're gonna feel more tension in your lower back if.
Like this.
No, the other way.
And I'm leaning forward?
Not yet. For now, it's just the partner pushing on your legs, opening up. Communicate with him, okay? It's the same. Breathe in. When you breathe out, your partner should push more. If you have pain on your knees, for example, some people like to be pushed on the side, inside your leg here. It can work too. It depends on what you want, how you feel comfortable. Can you feel it, Joe?
I can certainly feel it.
Okay, where do you feel it? Okay, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Awesome. Another big inhale. Big exhale. Try to go deeper in it. 10 more seconds. So just one more deep inhale. Deep exhale, as low as you can. Oh no, as wild as you can. And change. That was 20 seconds, not 10. How are you flexible online? Tell us. Tell us if you need those exercises. I mean, they enjoy it. Look, they smile. Okay, and let's go. Keep your butt on the wall, keep your back straight on the wall as much as you can. This one, we're gonna focus on the abductors inside the legs. Do you have a beer? Oh, right now? It's tea, not beer, tea. Tea. Do we have tea? Okay, be focused. The only one that is able to make joke is the one that is pushing. The other one should be focused on the stretch. Same, big inhale through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. Think, relax. Think I'm gonna have the best kick ever. Kick. Yeah. That's the goal. 20 more seconds. Big inhale through your nose. And big exhale through your mouth. And change. Again.
Again?
Yeah. You got move? And another round. Like that you will have, like that you will achieve your 5 minutes per week and you will be really flexible. Second round, and now we're gonna try to go forwards so my partner can grab my hand and pull me. Okay, it doesn't work with me, but with your partner might work. So because you're flexible, it might be annoying. You should push on the legs and same time pull the person.
Okay.
To have this, yeah. But because you can almost touch the ground, yeah. See,
I now get it.
yeah, see how you can, yeah.
He's just lying there.
Because every time I did it, I was like just eating, you know, like the genitals of my partner.
Very comfortable for her. I didn't know we were going to...
So it's an ab workout now. Nice. Yeah, communicate, okay? If you need less weight. Exact. Because you want to breathe. If you're not relaxed, it doesn't work because you tense. You can grab him from the further, where maybe. maybe. Try to stay relaxed. Okay, if there is tension, if you feel like you can't do it, it's not gonna work. Okay, you're just gonna tense and your body's gonna be, I don't want no more. So listen to your body, listen to your limits. Stretch is about listening to our body. What did you say? Listen to your partner? Listen to your partner. Last big inhale. Last big exhale. Think deep. Relax. And change.
I did. I was trying to see if I could. Jelly leg.
So that's another exercise you can do alone if you're at home. You just try to stay as deep as you can and hold it with your muscles. Try to have something behind or in the front to like hold you, because at one point your muscle can like just drop. And like that you can really increase. At one point you just push in the ground, push, push, push. Engage the muscle. Okay, start. Are you more flexible already? It worked.
Did I go more?
Stay focused. Communicate with your partner. If you don't feel comfortable in that position, you can grab him from the arm.
Okay here.
Awesome. Doing some abs.
I better hear that he was there.
So why do we pull forwards? We pull forwards to try to engage the rotation in your hips. So the goal is to move from your hips. Obviously, at some stages, it's really hard to move from the hips. So we try to have your butt maybe on a pad. Or we focus really on the hip motion.
No? Okay.
But be careful with your backs. 20 more seconds. Big inhale. Last one. Big exhale. Really go deep, the deepest as you can. And relax. Come back in the middle. Salute your partner. That was the last one.
You need help?
When you're ready, come back in the middle. Cross one leg over the other. And pull towards you. Yeah. Same, we're gonna do both anyway. Really pull towards you. Close your legs as much as you can. Close that abductor. Change leg. And close it. If you twist on your side, you can maybe feel a stretch in your glute. It really depends on people. Mine is really weak, so I can't feel it at all. Lay on your back. Take one leg, bend it 90 degrees, and make it fall the opposite direction. So if you take your left leg, it's gonna fall on the right side. And your head is looking on the opposite direction as your leg. So where your butt is facing. And the other leg. And when you're ready, come up. That's the end. One hour stretch on the middle split. I hope you enjoyed it. They said no. Feet together and bow. Enjoy dinner, enjoy rest day tomorrow, and see you Sunday. De rien. Kapunka. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for looking at the session with us. I hope now you know how to stretch yourself at home, how to stretch yourself with a friend, how to stretch yourself with your partner. It could be really fun actually. If you want to follow us, don't hesitate. We'll be really happy to have you here too. So check the website, check the link underneath the video too, and maybe join us. See you.